Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. Last time we left off, we kind of came to the conclusion that, or the accusation that it's possible that Junko Inoshima is not dead, and that her and Mikuro Kasaba traded places because they are part of Super Duper High School Despair. And here at the very end here, we put together a climax logic, and let's see if we are correct. Let's begin. Put everything together here. I think this is where the episode where things are going to start getting a little bit crazy. Not long after arriving at this academy, we met Junko Inoshima, the Super Duper High School supermodel. But she wasn't a real Junko Inoshima. The girl who stood before us that had switched places with Junko Inoshima was a 16th student, Mikuro Ikasaba. Ugh. However, it wasn't long before she was murdered by Monokuma, aka the Puppetmaster, as Junko Inoshima. Having preserved her body in a biolab, which serves as a morgue, the Puppetmaster made use of her again. She removed her body from the biolab, wrapped it in a vinyl sheet, and carried it to the garden. Also, she could get rid of Kirigiri by setting her up to take the fall from Mikuro Kasaba's staged murder. To make it appear as though Mikuro Kasaba was still alive and secretly moving about the school, I think I was right. Okay, there we go. The Puppetmaster hid her face beneath a mask and planned to kill me. Then, having burned the image of that mask into my mind, she fled the room. And put the mask on Mikuro Ikasaba's body. To make me think that Mikuro Ikasaba and the same person who attacked me were one and the same. So we would believe that she had recently been murdered. Dun dun, really? And boom goes the dynamite. And finally, the Puppetmaster planted a bomb on the body so she could destroy evidence. So she could hide the fact that the body, and Mikuro Kasaba and Junko Inoshima, the person we all met in the beginning, were the same individual. This is the truth behind Mikuro Kasaba's murder. And the person who orchestrated it was the Puppetmaster who controls Monokuma. The Puppetmaster. And that's the truth. And the real Junko Inoshima. Holy crap. How's that? That was everything there is to know about this case. And we're done, because that was a climax logic, and that's always the end of the case. What? Back to your old broken down act? You can try to run, but we're not letting you get away. Come on, man, show yourself already. You're not an endangered species. How long are you gonna stay in hiding? Give it up, Junko Inoshima. It's over. Over? Oop, oop. Oop, 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 oop. Do you think the climax would really be the end? Oh, I thought so, because every other time the climax logic played, it was the end. Well, you're wrong! We're just getting started! We are? And here we go. Super Duper High School Despair, Junko Inoshima. Hey, look at her head. She's wearing the Monokuma things. I hope you guys like my Monokuma voice, because now it's done. I've been waiting. Oh, yes, I've been waiting. Waiting to find mortals like you. Submit yourselves to me and half the world is yours. I've already prepared titles for the real estate. I'll even throw in fame, fortune, and a home-cooked meal. What do you say? Do you submit? Hell no! Screw you! Ah, were you serious about that? I'm sorry, that was a joke. It's been so long since I've been out in public that I forgot what type of character I was. This is the Puppetmaster? This is the real Junko Inoshima? In any case, I'm finally free. Day after day and week after week, constantly playing Monokuma. For someone who as helplessly fickle as me, that's worse than self-flagellation, whatever. It's suicide. More importantly, your face! What about my face? Is something wrong with this face? Or you're said to be this disgustingly adorable as 100 chihuahuas? It's like, I recognize you. I've seen you somewhere before. Come to think of it, I recognize her too. I've seen that face somewhere before. Sometime before I came here. And it wasn't the entrance hall, and it wasn't the headmaster's office, but remember, the preparation for the first day, we learned a new thing. We learned a lot of things about the incoming students, or like our classmates. And one of the things was looking at, well, we'll see here. That's right. Before I came to the academy, I saw your face. Yep. At the, all over the magazine covers. That's an impressive memory you've got there. I guess it wasn't just luck that kept you alive. I knew it. Then what Mukuro Kasaba told me in the entrance hall on that first day, about it all being photoshopped. Yep. Like they seem different. She's like, oh yeah, it's photoshopped. There you go. It was fake. Lying to oneself is another way of being optimistic. Occasionally a necessary thing. Well, being two different people is natural if something would seem different about them. I am me. Mikuru is Mikuru. No matter how much makeup she wears, she can never become a super duper high school supermodel. As long as the barrier exists between mind and the body, two beings can never become one. Even if they are twins. Twins?! It almost feels cliche, so I'm embarrassed to admit it. But to put it simply, Mukuru and I are twins. Mukuru Kasaba, the archetypical typo, athletic older sister, and me, archetypal, adorable genius little sister. Oh god, and see the thing is about Junko is she keeps switching personalities like this because she's completely batshit crazy. Ha ha ha! Junko and Inoshima up in here! The Super Duper High School Despair crew called the two of us the Despair Sisters! Did you suddenly just change your personality? I already told you, I'm fickle beyond hope. I already got tired of my own personality. If you're twin sisters, then why are your last names different? That question again. I get it all the damn time. I don't care if it's your first offense. I've had to answer that same question to the point of despair. Anyway, it's cliche as fuck, so come up with something useful and we'll roll into that. Come with something yourself, whatever. But if you're twin sisters, that means you killed your sister? There's a huge reason for that. Deeper than the ocean. Psych, I'm just shitting ya. Very well. Allow me to explain. For this project, I require someone to pull the strings behind the scenes in the Academic Coliseum. Someone to operate Monokuma and keep watch over all of you. In a world, a puppet master. However, according to my calculations, Mukuro Kasaba was incapable of serving that role. She was, after all, a pitiful sister. The kind of incomparable pitiful sister who would go off on her own and enlist in a mercenary group. For that reason, I took the behind-the-scenes role and elected to leave her out in the open as a student. Keeping her with me behind a curtain was an option, but she wouldn't have been any help there. Besides, 15 participants is a nice, round number. But then, there was a dilemma of Mukuro Kasaba's title, the Super Duper High School Mercenary. It is, in a word, 3H. Hopelessly foul, hopelessly disgusting, and hopelessly repulsive. To know that she was far removed from the needs of society required no calculation on my part. On the other hand, it would have been a shame to let the beauty of my supermodel title go to waste. So that's why you switched places? However, she resembled me even less than I had calculated, despairingly so. She was no better than a filler character, a girl A, so to speak. Coupled with her underwhelming appearance, many predicted she would be one of the first murdered. So I killed her. I wanted to satisfy everyone's expectations. Don't tell me the only reason. Naturally, that's not the only reason. There was also the more prevalent fact that I've gotten tired of her. You know, I never want to have things go according to plan. It's like, by planning things out, I know what's gonna happen. So I start getting bored. So I had to change my heart and use Mukuro as a warning shot for the rest of you. Mukuro Kasaba's death was essentially caused by your betrayal. I thought that meant to have been the case. When you killed Mukuro Kasaba, it was obvious she was expecting it. Yep, she said, huh? She said, that doesn't make sense. Why me? That all makes sense now. Teehee. So you noticed? Yep. Mukuro could never have put on a show that believable. But don't you think she made a great example of it? How can you be so carefree? You killed your own sister! How could you talk about that like it was nothing? What? Your male got killed that killed Mukuro? Misunderstandings are so scary. We're super duper high school despair, you know? So like, we have no hope when it comes to our lives. We despaired of the world the moment we came into it, thinking, oh no, I should have never been born. The tears I cried when I was born were tears of despair. So for us, death and murder were all that is no big deal. That's what kind of people we are, and that's why we can do anything. Since we're constantly in despair, we can all go out and not be afraid of death. You mean you didn't feel anything when you killed your sister? You really don't believe that, do you? She's my twin sister. Of course I'm sad. If I wasn't, it wouldn't be so arousing. Huh? Do you know how it feels to murder your own beloved sister? It's despair. So much dismal despair. Dismal, dejected, despondent, dystopian despair. Not quite there yet. Dismal, dejected, despondent, dystopian, dreadful, depressive, dismayed, desolate, downcast despair. It's orgasmic. What are you on about? I believe Mukuro despaired in her final moments. I mean, to be killed by your own little sister is nothing more than an example. She had to have died in the dregs of despair. I'm jealous of her. Dreadfully jealous. I never expected you to be normal, but this is perverse. She's the worst kind of deviant, with an extreme fetish for despair that encompasses even her own. Gendercider's missing a few marbles too, but this is something else, dude. Excuse me, would you please not lump me together with a homicidal maniac only capable of killing weaklings? It's hopelessly beautiful and perfectly proportioned, hopelessly brilliant, and I'm hopelessly athletic. I'm a despairingly perfect superhuman. No, with just that, you're a far cry from being perfect. Exactly! My white knight is even more perfect! On top of that, he's also a noble bloodline! Don't you mean a formerly noble bloodline? What was that? Explain yourself. Oop, boop, boop, boop. I'm not doing Monokuma's voice. You still haven't caught on? Man, you guys are seriously dim. And yet, here you are, cheering and dancing, yet there were still mysteries left to be solved. Are you talking about our memories? So you solved the mystery. I'm the culprit. So what? Can I get you to hold off on the victory party until you solve the whole memories thing? Of course, we have every intention of it. We'll solve every last mystery and take you down with them. Boop, boop, boop. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, dude, now let's get right to the point. What memories did you steal from us? They were group photos, and then the interviews, which means... I've got it! You saw our memories of our entrance exam. Not cool, dude. At least give us a hint. You guys have sponges for brains. I already gave you a hint. The memories I stole have to do with a certain something. Now that she mentions it, Monokuma did mention something like that. Something about the memories we had stolen and a certain something connected to them. In the beginning of this trial, she mentioned that the incentives were somehow connected to everything. So could that be it? Seems like I'm right. The incentives you gave to spark the killings have some connection to our memories, don't they? So you do remember. Well, you wouldn't forget something that important anyway. It was a silly question, and rude of me to have asked. I extend it on to you my humblest apologies. Now, if you would allow me to ask you yet another question, were you aware that there was a specific theme to each of the incentives I gave? A theme? Yes, indeed there was, and I would like to extend this question as a quiz to you all. What was the theme for the first incentive, the one I gave before Meizono's murder? What was the theme of Monokuma's first incentive? Monokuma's each gave us a DVD, and on the one I got, there was a video of my family. and DVD made Sona received had a video of the friends she shared her dream with. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's first incentive was, well, I would like not international relations, but our interpersonal relations. Our relationships to the ones we hold dearest, you know? Interpersonal relations was a theme of the incentive for her first murder. Ding dong, you're absolutely correct. The DVDs I handed out contain videos of everyone's precious interpersonal relations being laid to waste. Your families, your friends. By destroying these people and showing you the aftermath, I fan the flames of your desire to escape in an attempt to incite a murder. Even so, you guys can be cruel. You're the one to talk! It was you who did it! Yes, of course, and I accept full responsibility. Okay, time for the next question. Well, what do you think the theme of the second incentive was, when Uwada was the villain? What was the theme of Monokuma's second incentive? Monokuma gave each of us a peculiar note, and mine contained a secret of how long I went to bed. Given that the theme of Monokuma's second incentive was... well, not the meaning of life, most likely our past. Our secrets. Our past, right? Yayifications! You're right again, Ninky! Yep, the theme for that incentive was... it was... your shameful memories and your deepest, darkest secrets. Uwada committed his murder because he didn't want his secret to be spilled. What's your damn point? How long you didn't keep this up? Come on, don't be a party pooper. Here's your next question. Who can tell me what the theme of the third incentive was? Anyone? Anyone? What was the theme of Monokuma's third incentive? Celeste committed murder, so she could buy a castle in Europe and surround herself with the most gorgeous men in the world. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's third incentive was... really... it was just greed. Money. In other words, greed. Destroyer of worlds! You fucking got it! Oh man, she's crazy as freaking hell. Yeah, it was the money. Money's the reason Celeste offered off Yamada and Ishimaru. Money was the incentive, and greed was the motive for the third murder. Just where are you getting at? Why are you asking us these questions? Chill out, this is the last one. You know that the theme for the fourth sorta fucked up murder's incentive was? What was the theme of Monokuma's fourth incentive? Ugami took her own life, and the trigger for that was Monokuma revealing something that she had done. Given that, the theme of Monokuma's fourth incentive was... well, none other than betrayal. Betrayal, right? Yes, that's right. Ugami killed herself because I revealed her betrayal. That makes 4 out of 4. I'm ecstatic. What's your point? What was the meaning of all those questions? Interpersonal relationships and memories, greed and betrayal? Pretty standard motives, right? Cliched even among cliches. You can even say they're done to death. However, those 4 are obnoxiously not the only motives that exist in the world. There are many motives for murder in the world, and there are people that act on them. And those motives drive people to kill each other, bringing despair upon the world. I refer to them as the seeds of despair. The seeds of despair? Just as living things need food, water, and air to grow, so too do seeds of despair require sustenance. Yes, hope. Despair thrives because it has hope. Like the two sides of a coin, hope and despair are polar opposites, yet lie inseparably close together. How long are you going to continue this insipid sermon? What the hell happened to talking about our memories? Are you trying to avoid the topic? I object to that. I'm not avoiding the subject of your memories. I am in fact discussing it now. To put it simply, these seeds of despair are very closely connected to your memories. In what way are they connected? By stealing your memories, I gave each of you hope. I gave you hope so you could be consumed by despair. How does having our memories stolen translate into being given hope? I don't know what you think you gave us, but it sure wasn't hope. Are you sure? Did the thought, I want to get out of here, never cross your mind? The very fact that you had this thought means that you indeed had hope. What are you talking about? If you didn't want out of here, oh, the killing would never have started. That's why I stole your memories, to encourage your I want to get out of here thoughts. So you're saying we wanted to escape because we had our memories stolen? Boop, boop, boop. Bingo! Turning it around, you're saying that if we had our memories, we wouldn't want to leave? What the hell? Why wouldn't we want out? Why wouldn't we want out if we had our memories? Boop, boop, boop. You're confused, so very confused. But nowhere near enough. I need you to be even more confused, to fall even deeper in despair. I mean, your hope has done such a good job of growing into your despair into this much already. Then why stop there? On top of that note, I'm going to give you a hint so big, I might as well be wrapping a belt around my neck. Whoa, really? Hurry up and say it. As they say, seeing is believing. So I'm going to give you guys a look at the outside world. The outside world? You mean outside the academy walls? Something happened out there, didn't it? You want to know, don't ya? You want to see, don't ya? Boop, boop, boop. I also want to see your faces as they sink into despair. And now, our feature presentation. How about no in the next episode? Because, well, yeah, it's already established I'm being a little bit of an asshole, these cliffhangers. But damn if you guys aren't interested right now. So yeah, that's one hell of a reveal right there. Junko Inoshima is one crazy woman. And just what exactly is she going to show us? Well, we'll find out next time, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. I'll see you guys later.